Hey everyone, so it's almost the end of the year, so yeah, Ultimate Matchup season is coming to an end. So season 4 is coming out next year. So I think there's only like 4 or 5 left. I am trying to get into some Christmas ones too, so there's that. Anyway, so yeah, I figured of doing like Shrek the Ogre versus Victor Crowley. What do they have in common? Both of them live in swamps. Both of them want their peace and quiet. Well, they don't like when people enter their swamps. Victor would attack them. Shrek would scare them off. No, both of them are monsters. Well, he's a horror monster and Shrek's an ogre. Alright, so this will be a fun one. Unfortunately, Victor does not have a versus battle wiki page. Shrek does. And I didn't know that there was a Shrek manga out there. I know about the Shrek musical. From what I heard, it gives new lore to Shrek. And since Shrek 5 is coming out in 2025, I don't know if this fight is a bit fair. I know Victor has a lot, like, I think like 3-4 comic series out. One Halloween, got a prequel comic taking place before the events of the movie. Then it got a new comic series about some kind of like voodoo witch doctor trying to take down Victor. That one, I'm not sure when it takes place. I think after Victor Crowley, but maybe. And then they made another comic series. I forget the name of. So Victor has a lot of comics, like a lot of comics. So this is fun. Shrek also has a whole bunch of video games. There's a graphic novel about him and Lord Farquaad's ghost. Versus Battle Wiki says that Shrek, just using the movie feats, will put him at a small building. I think with the book, games, the comic book, and other stuff should bump him up a little bit higher. Victor, I want to say he's like a building to large building level plus. The comics do give him like more interesting feats. In one of the comics, he was able to like lift an anchor, or a small-ish anchor, by the rope and start swinging it around like a weapon to take down a helicopter. Shrek in the second movie pushed over a cauldron in Fairy's Godmother's shop. Let's see, what else he did? He sunk a ship by throwing a bottle at it in the third movie. He pushed a ship, like an entire ship, just by leaning on it, he pushed it forward. Then he threw a glass bottle in there. Yeah, he sunk the entire ship with one hit. That's actually very impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so both characters are very broken, to a degree. Alright, oh yeah, and also Shrek's Super Slam. We know that he does know, well, Shrek's Super Slam isn't canon, I think. But then again, trying to figure out what is and what isn't canon is just, annoying. Okay, in Shrek 1, we see the 3 little bears. And then in Puss in Boots: The Lost West, they completely change what they look like. In Shrek the 3rd, we see Rumpelstiltskin, and they change what he looked like in Shrek 4. Basically, the Shrek movie continuity is just all over the place. They constantly keep changing what characters look like, changing this and that. In Shrek 2, the video game, Little Red is friends with Shrek and helps him. In Shrek the 3rd, she's a villain. So yeah, the Shrek continuity is wonky at best. It's just weird. Alright, let's see. He's also kind of skilled in backyard wrestling, as you see him take out the gods in with wrestling techniques. Let's see. Shrek is also smart enough to use the background as his environment as a weapon. Like in the first movie where he grabbed a pint of drink, drank it, and smashed a barrel to spray the royal gods and the drink to knock them to the floor to make it easier for them to defeat them. In the manga, he did survive being being blasted by Dragon's fire technique and was completely fine. Though in the first movie, we do see the knights burst into flame when Dragon breathes fire on them. Like you see like a soot background and just limbs of the knights, kind of indicating that Dragon incinerated most of their bodies with her flame. And Shrek survived that. Shrek could also survive being in Great Falls when Dragon swung him from her tail and he landed in Fiona's tower. In the fourth one, I believe Fiona smashes a tree on him. The two of them were sparring, fighting, just smashing stuff over each other, and they were just laughing it off. So Shrek could take a lot of physical damage. A lot of physical damage. As for strength, he is strong enough to push over a cannon. He has shown a lot of other strength feats. Pushing over a massive cauldron. What else? As for Victor, the dude is strong enough to rip limbs off of people. Easily lift and throw people around. Throw a hatchet so hard it killed someone by hitting them in the head. Okay, what else has Victor do? Now, Victor does have many weapons, an anchor, his hatchet, a chainsaw. In Victor Crowley, in the Moon movie, well, this movie came out in 2018, so it's kind of not that new, but anyway, in the movie, he couldn't enter the plane that crashed. Well, he didn't bash down the doors, indicating that he can't do that. What else can Victor do? Victor's a little bit unpredictable. One moment he's walking slow, then he's running full speed at you. In the comics, he even easily overpowered a guy who was strong enough to wrestle bears. I think it was like black bears or grizzly bears. That is impressive. Victor can be damaged and has been taken out by weaker things. Marybeth was able to kill him with a chainsaw. What else? One of the characters in this one was able to run up and tackle him into a fan, which, yeah, he's just a bloody mess then. So now, due to the spell, he can come back to life. Once it hits midnight, every injury he takes brings him back to life. So technically he cannot die. But due to the fact it takes him that long to regenerate, if Shrek can beat him, he's not going to regenerate fast enough to continue the fight. Unless Shrek stays there until midnight. The comic also states that he's never during the day and he loses power during the sunlight. They mention it in the prequel comic, but they never flat out go into more detail in the prequel comic series, at all. It's brought up just to be immediately tossed away. Maybe they explore more in the other comics. Alright, let's set this fight up. Shrek and Fiona are going to Far, Far Away because it's Fiona's nephew, Artie's birthday. Merlin's there. He forgot a gift, and Shrek didn't get a gift because he didn't want to go to the party. Fiona forced him, and I guess like Merlin teleports him. Actually teleports to the Honey Island swamp. You see, Shrek sees about Merlin uses a spell to teleport him to like a store so he can get a gift and come back. Yeah, Merlin actually teleports him, which happens in the PS3 game. Well, it happens in the Game Boy game. Goddamn Merlin. He kept teleporting Shrek to different locations. Though Shrek did meet a bunch of other DreamWorks characters, such as Stella from Over the Hedge, Marty, and the Penguins, to name a few. So I'm guessing this means that all of DreamWorks movies are in the same universe. Well, the new intro sees all the characters together, so maybe it is. That might be a good movie to see. The DreamWorks universe. Alright, anyway, so Merlin teleports him to Honey Island Swamp. Shrek being in a swamp he's familiar with. Well, he's in a swamp, so I guess he would be on even grounds, kinda. So walking around, he sees a house. He goes in to see if there's someone he could talk to. He sees a bunch of people. One of them sees Shrek and runs away. Bumps into Victor, and Victor brings in his hatchet down, killing the innocent victim. Victor sees Shrek, is a little bit confused, and then whirs and charges at him. Shrek easily moves out of the way, grabs Victor by his arm, and throws him at a tree. Victor gets back up and throws his hatchet at Shrek. Shrek dodges. Shrek jumps out of the way. Victor once again charges Shrek to try to rip his flesh apart. Shrek then grabs Victor, picks him up, and throws him into the house. Victor then roars at Shrek. Shrek roars right back, stunning Victor. Shrek then jumps as a body slam on Victor. Victor moves out of the way and punches Shrek across the face. Shrek is unfazed, and Shrek then punches Victor through a wall. Victor gets up, looks around to see if he can find Shrek. He can't. Victor then hears a noise. Shrek then does a body slam through the roof of Victor's house, landing smash in Victor into the basement level. Victor gets up, dazed. Victor then gets a chainsaw. Victor runs off, grabs his chainsaw, and tries to cut Shrek. Shrek grabs a table and throws it right at Victor. Victor smashes it and loses sight of Shrek and sees Shrek as he uppercuts Victor, sending him flying through the air, making him drop the chainsaw. Victor then tries to get up. Shrek grabs him by his leg and starts slamming him repeatedly on the floor. Throws him and yeah, throws him at the wall. Victor gets up once more, and Shrek, both of them charge each other. Victor then grabs Shrek by the throat, tries to choke him, and Shrek just grabs Victor by the head, crushing his head and ripping his head clean off Victor's body. Victor's body falls to the floor, and the other victims hiding from Victor sees this and starts cheering for Shrek. He's a bit afraid that Shrek's is coming to him. Shrek tells him, yeah, I'm not going to eat you. Then they cheer Shrek. And Shrek just says, well, how do I get out of here? And they lead Shrek out. Alright, honestly, I think this fight is kinda... Alright, so the one is Shrek. Really shouldn't be surprised. Well, first off, Shrek is much faster than Victor. Oh shit, I forgot to mention so yeah, Shrek was faster than dogs like rapid arrow fire in the what Shrek movie was that? I think it was a game or one of the specials. Let's see what else. He's also fast enough to dodge like Magic from Fairy Godmother. And when they fought her in the second movie. What else? Victor has never shown that he's fast enough to dodge bullets. Let's see. Oh, my chest. As for strength, Victor lifting an anchor is impressive, though Shrek sinking a ship in one hit is more impressive, and the fact he pushed over a massive cauldron, like, the cauldron was like roughly the size of a small house. This will still put like Shrek way above Victor. Okay, the anchor size should be like 7 to maybe over 1,000 pounds. The cauldron should weigh 2,000 to maybe 3,000 pounds. So it's quite clear Shrek is physically stronger. Let's see. Shrek can take a lot of hits, though Victor has been shown to be put out temporarily by weaker hits. A shotgun to the chest did knock him out for a while. He did get back up though, but it still put him down temporarily. And Marybeth did chainsaw Victor, which would put him at wall level defense. Shrek has survived like a fire breath from Dragon, which was hard enough to incinerate a knight, which, yeah, would put him way above. Yeah, there's not much Victor can do to hurt him physically. Though I would say Victor could land some fatal hits, as Shrek is weak to sharp weapons. An arrow did pierce his skin. So Victor's hatchet, chainsaw, and other sharp objects he has could potentially, he could land a fatal blow, but Shrek is much faster than Victor, so doing that would be near impossible. Victor could sneak up on Shrek, but again, Shrek in the first movie was able to hear a mob enter his swamp from miles, some like couple 100 feet away. He was able to hear Puss purring before a donkey could in the second movie, indicating that Shrek does have super hearing. He would be able to hear Victor sneak in and try, do a sneak attack on him. And lastly, as for combat experience, roughly evenly matched. In the comics, Victor has fought witches, living trees, and other creatures. and magic users. Shrek has dealt with magic users, living trees in the third movie, and witches in Shrek 4 and Shrek 3. So again, both of them have fought similar magical creatures and other stuff like that. So, yeah, I think Shrek wins this one. Alright, hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Comment below. Is there any like versus match you want to see next season? Anyway, hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.